September, the Steelers dominated their first matchup against the Browns. Can Cleveland get revenge? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Looking to throw right away is Watson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. First carry for Najee Harris. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go option to the short side. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Watson now to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he'll spot Lashley open, left side complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. An option handoff given to Harris. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Again, it's Harris, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, about teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Browns at 6-5 now on the year. They're coming feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. One back in the backfield. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second off. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time to Pittsburgh first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll find Metcalf to the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Finds Pickens out right. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Back to throw here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. James has got it, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And assortment of sacks in this game. This one a product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
2nd and 5. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Monarchs trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucs. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Watson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And this one's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's got this to Pickens. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Watson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gregory. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Watson. And this one is incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Watson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. Well, the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll look to throw here on first down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on a touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with the option left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. And the ball is knocked out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
2nd and 1. James has got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's James. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's James.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Really good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Watson to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Watson. Pass complete to Harris.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Watson.
Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Watson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here's Watson.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gregory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. On second down, this is Harris.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Steelers have won the game.